All right, future me, digital me. Uh, in order to vote in the next election, because I guess I'm going to have to, because fascist Trump and the fascist Republicans, whatever. In order to vote, my driver's license is going to expire in October. It's an out-of-state license. I'm going to have to get a new one, and it's going to be a real ID. I got to do whatever. They have, I'm in Texas, so they got it. I think there were 4 things. It was proof of residency, I don't know. There were 4 things. The only thing that's going to be difficult for me to do is a birth certificate because, it was proof of residency, social security card, something else, and then birth certificate. And the birth certificate's going to be hard because I don't know where the fuck my even before the fire, I had no idea where my birth certificate was because it's just something that throughout the many times that I moved, I just lost it. So, yeah, I have to get another birth certificate. And at one point I had to get another social security card. That didn't take too long to get. I don't know how long a birth certificate's going to take me to get. I tried yesterday. When I did it, there were 2 options, and one of them was $70, and the other one was like $110. Now, I don't know if that's because the way I did it was like through a private site or something. I just didn't spend much time doing it, so I don't know. But I mean, if it was 0, I may have just hit submit. If it was free, I may have just been like hit submit and send me the thing. And been like, fine, whatever, just send it to me. Because the social security card was free when I did have to go and get it like 2 years ago. So I just was like, yeah, give it to me. But even when I was filling out the form, see, the problem with my birth certificate is I'm not entirely sure how to spell my middle name because it's kind of weird. I think I know how to spell it, but it's a little fucking weird because my dad is fucking weird. So, everything else on the form I was able to handle without really a problem. Middle name, So, yeah. Getting that might be a little bit of a yikes. And I don't know. I'm gonna get my new computer should be arriving next week, and I'll feel much happier doing that, exploring that process in my apartment than on a computer at the public library. So I'm gonna look into that further. The point of the video, though, is Republicans. evil people in the world or just people and evil people in the world. It's like, we're just trying to make elections safe and secure. No, you're trying to put up as many walls in the election process as possible because you're dicks. You're just dicks. If you can put up, let me let me say this. I'm the kind of person that I just want to do this. I wake up and I'm like, I think I'll do this today. I think I'll do X today. If I have to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G to get to X, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. And that's the Republican strategy for voting. In order to vote, if I have to do 2 steps, all right. So they started that shit in like 78. They added a step for voting. And they were like, well, we nipped off like 2% of the people we don't want to vote with that. That didn't really work very much. And we added 2 more steps. We got 5%. That's pretty good. We added 2 more steps. Wow. Got like 8 to 10% of the people out. Now they're like at like 7, 8 steps. That really adds a lot of bullshittery to getting people to vote. Then on top of that, you got choice 1 and choice 2, and let's be honest here. One of them it's just like, you look at them and it's like, ten years ago, in let's call it the pre-Trump era, it was like, there's not really a difference anymore. There is, but the path they're going on was like, yeah. You don't really need to vote. If you're a person like me, yeah, you can vote. It'll make a little bit of a difference, but because of technology, the curve is just taking us a certain way, and you don't really need to vote. That's why I just checked out. And then like Trump and people like him kind of got into it, and it's like, they just fucked everything over. So it's just like, fuck, now I gotta fucking vote and stuff. It's like, man, now I gotta fucking get off my ass and do stuff. Like, are you kidding me? You fucking made me like do things because this asshole? Like, Jesus Christ. Fine, whatever. Now I gotta like get an ID and register and fucking assholes. Like, you're making me consider like getting a gun and, like preparing, like, not to kill people, but like making sure like the defenses are ready. Like, you guys are scary. Seriously. Oh, don't worry, we're only coming for the illegal immigrants and all this and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you can say that, but I know history. I know history of the rest of the world, and I'm not talking about like the past 100 years. I'm talking about the past, 2,000, 4,000, 6,000 years. I know human history. So don't tell me you're just coming for the immigrants. I know the history of liars, and you guys are liars. All right. You guys are the liars. All right. So you're making me fucking do work. I was content just sitting back here, just being an observer, and I can't fucking be an observer anymore. I mean, like that's just not fair, you know. Ugh, whatever. So yeah, you guys are fucking dipshit douchebags. And it's like you're not smart. You're just using hands. I got itchy hands, and it's like not the hand is itchy. It's like this weird little place itchy on my hand. In the soft tissue underneath the skin. You know, the only place you can't actually itch. I mean, unless I have a scalpel. But then, like, what are you gonna do? Scratch your internal tissue? Yeah, that's really gonna solve the problem. I think I need to drill a hole in my skull. That would have worked if you let me do it. That's a little shout out to, you know, people that know it. For you youngsters, anyways, they're the liars. And the people that believe the conservatives are not liars, well, you know, whatever. You're being recruited into a, you know, something that, I don't know. I hope at some point you'll figure out that they're lying to you. Whatever. And also that, you know, you don't have to how to put it. Rejecting one thing doesn't mean you have to default accept what appears to be the opposite. You can choose something entirely different. It's Neelix's quote from Voyager: when the road before you splits in two, choose the third path. Or when the roads before you splits in two, create your own path. Forge something entirely different for yourself. You know, if the world in front of you is looking completely shitty, be your own damn person. You know, everything around, because you know, all of this is shitty. I don't really. That's what a lot of, you know, that's what a lot of people that were Democrats were seeing, and they were like, this Democratic Party is shit. But at the same time, I mean, the Republicans are fucking crazy. I mean, they were crazy to begin with, and then they just went like Yeah, that cliff it must be a pool at the bottom. So let's just jump and not even look. It's like, well, I don't believe in the Democrats anymore, but I'm definitely not doing that. So we gotta do something different, but I don't know what we're gonna do. So let's just stand still for a while, I guess. I don't know. Sit and think for a minute before you continue on your path. Just chill. There's nothing wrong with just sitting and thinking and maybe listening to what all the other nutbags are saying. You know? And I was watching some other clips, and I got to thinking because I was watching and listening, and I was like, Trump, like especially Trump 10 years ago, but especially Trump like was the 80s, so that would be like 40 years ago. So Trump from the 80s especially, he looked and acted and seemed in general a lot sharper, much more crisp than he is today, than he is in any clips that are taken today. Like today, like in the last few months, like he's a totally different person. Like in the 80s, he was here, like the guy was here. He's on point, and now he's just like, it's sad looking at him now. You can tell that he's an old man. And you compare him to Bernie Sanders, and it's sad. Because you see Bernie Sanders, and like Bernie Sanders today, even, you look at him and you see an old man, but the way he talks and everything, he's still sharp. I mean, obviously he's not as sharp as he used to be, but the difference between the two, between Bernie Sanders then and now, there's the erosion. The proportional difference is nowhere near as much between the proportional difference in Trump. I mean, it's just so much. You can blame some of that to the office of the presidency, because every president, I mean, even one term as a president takes a shit on you. And you can see that with every president. I mean, every single one of them. I think except for W. I mean, you get insulated against that when, and let's be fair, you're kind of dumb. But when you're like Trump, sharp, charismatic, and kind of, like, hey, I just don't give a fuck. And he was like, what was that, 2016? He was like 70, so he was probably right at that point when he was just about to hit, right about to hit that senility mark, where it would have hit him. And then he was president, and it was like, bink, he got hit by the 1-2 punch of the presidency. And it's like, he's like, the same thing happened to him that happened to Biden. It's like, yeah, dude, like, that's sad. It's like, dude, it's like, man, ain't karma a bitch? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden, at some point in the next 6 months, he's getting off Air Force One and like he turns to wave and he just rolls down the stairs. Like instead of just a trip, like dude just tumbles like bad. And like the president today broke both of his legs from tumbling down, and Fox and Newsmax have to like do something like the Democrats greased the steps. And it's just like, really? The Democrats did. Not like Iranian spies or something. Like, whatever. Or maybe it's his maiden voyage on that golden jet he just got. Right? Oh, it was their terrorists. Oh, was it? You missed. You went over that thing, and after you did all that inspections, you fucked up on the steps. Oh, okay. Well, maybe shouldn't have taken the jet, or should have done a better job looking over. Either way, it's still your fault. Plus, you're old. Plus, you talked shit and now you fell over. I mean, just all these things. Like, dude. I mean, like, I'm not happy that you fell over and busted your legs. Well, I am a little bit, but like, you're still an old man, so, it's like, yeesh, but. It's like, are you gonna keep doing douchey things? It's like after that happens to you, you're like, you just broke your legs. Are you gonna keep saying you're a man of God? Because like, I think maybe someone's trying to warn you. If you're really gonna be a man of God, someone's trying to tell you something. Like it was just a fall. The signs are getting stronger. First it was just a little ear bump. Now it's a fall. Need to pay attention to these things, buddy. But no, whatever. It's cool. I'm just saying, maybe he won't fall. Maybe he'll slip and then he'll just glide off and walk on the air. Maybe that'll happen. Or maybe Superman will come out of the sky and save his life and be like, all right, now we got a superhero. Maybe it'll go that way. Right? Yeah. It'll be like, I saved Trump because Trump is your man. I believe in him. Right? That'll be Superman's entrance onto the world stage. Yeah. Maybe it'll go that way. I believe. Where the fuck did I begin? Where was I? How was I? Who was I? What's going on here? I don't know. Anyway, I think I started with Republicans are evil. Oh no, it was the voting thing. Yeah, I was pissed off as shit because of this fucking real ID garbage. As soon as they realize most people have real IDs, they're going to be like, you know what? these aren't secure enough anymore. You need one that has a stamp of your blood on it and your semen or vaginal fluid and a computer chip on it that matches this computer chip that you have inside you. And it's going to be like, really? Really? Because you know what? Now I think we're going to have to start killing you motherfuckers. Because I think at that point, when they do computer chip, syncing up shit, I think these motherfuckers are going to have to be killed. When they start doing that shit, I think we're going to have to kill them. Like at that point, yeah. That is some serious that is some next level Nazi shit going on right there. When they do that, because not if, I'm saying when, by the way, not if, when. And I'm not talking about like for ease of use stuff, I'm talking about for voting, not ease of use or so that we can help you with like medical stuff or shit. I'm talking about for voting. They say it's required so that you can vote. That's what I'm saying here. Then these motherfuckers, that's when we gotta wait for all these guys to be in a dual session and be like, yep, all right, we ready? Yep. Let's bring this motherfucker to the ground. Be like, clean sweep. That's what I'm saying. Because if it's just for ease of use and medical stuff, go nuts, everybody who wants it. I'm not getting tagged, though. And I'm basically a liberal. I'm just not getting tagged. I'm on the side of all the conservatives on that. You're not going to put a goddamn computer chip inside me. But, whatever. Anybody who wants one can fucking have one. I'm on the conservative side of that. No, you're not fucking putting a goddamn computer chip inside me. Fuck that. I'm on the demolition man side of that shit. Fuck that. Unless he rips a person's hand off. Let's hope he doesn't figure that one out. Yeah. In your hand. Yeah. Fucking cut your hand off. Oh my God. That's why the chips are in your credit cards. Because next, they're going inside you somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. I know there's a fly in here. I know there is. I just don't know where. I killed one the other day. I killed a fucking fly in my house the other day. Like the day before yesterday. And then fucking yesterday, as I was bringing groceries in the fucking house, another one got in. Ugh, fucking flies. Gnats, The occasional gnat, all right, whatever. They're a little hard to kill, but you can get them. Flies, they fucking almost require a fly swatter. I don't have one, but eventually I can get them with makeshift shit, which that's how I was able to kill this one. It was a makeshift fucking thing, but I gotta fucking use something that's so damn big. It's got so much surface area the fly can't get away from it in time. I gotta wait until it's on like a big flat surface. I mean, it's just like fly swatters are so good because they're fly swatters. Specialized device. Fucking flies. In Arkansas, my guy had the tennis racket fly swatter, the Zapper. Great. He kept wanting to get me to fucking touch it. It was like, you should shock yourself with this. It's like, yeah, thanks. I'll be right on that. And then I accidentally shocked myself. I was like, ow. Yeah, because I want to voluntarily just electrocute myself, even though it's like nothing. But like, why? Anyways. Okay, that was way too long, but still, Republicans are evil. And longer you can make a video about Republicans being evil, probably better. Either really long or really short. It gets to the balls of the issues. And why the fuck is this fucking thing? Oh. Yeah, whatever. Boobs out. Is it intentionally blurry? All right. Well, boobs out again.